Today, now the second day of November. The countdown is on. I never be a mina. Even though in about 3 months I don't see people in the then they give stars safe. All man the low left and low continue. Yeah? Right now the Ministry of Lands then just they lick them out in anticipation of 41.1 million United States dollar where they don't become eligible for. Eligible. You hear the word though? You remember how Nakovac then we they enjoy? During the COVID-19 peak era. I said them with the rub and they lick them out Nakovac. They enjoy it. Say, he left Paris $25 security fee in the airport. Because they not be able no more for just let's go of their enjoyment. So the Ministry of Lands, then yai dey by this timetable where they no say, well, World Bank gets money where they want implement at the Ministry of Lands. But they get certain criteria where they for meet up. Well, they don't meet up. It is good. Me, a glady for this. You go carry your why. Yeah? But again, if you look on the other hand, whenever any ministry, department, or agency, then set a criteria, then feel to say this, it go bring them money. If not for them now, if not for the country, if not we name them, they go use it. Let them just show that waiting them for do. Pan black and white. Then go deliver, then they go ask question. But the thing with the money we right now. How the economy they play per we. How the things they go. Today. For that, get the one that they can't talk. Yeah, na Russia. It happen all over the world. Who sound na they so safe? It happen there. If World Bank, if World Bank set a criteria, yeah, like how they set this criteria for this money, the eyes is on the money. You feel to say, deep down, the heart of the Ministry of Lands say this administrative reform, this project where they want to it. Na true na the project. Like how people like say, bang bang, or project, bang bang. Now him make, they meet all the timeline where World Bank sets. Bruh. Me I'm glad you they beat him. But me, I bet you back say the eyes is on the money rather than the project. If not lie, let we give World Bank say, do ya? Let it promise me. One can about big money. Like how much so? Like how much you feel say if World Bank say if we able bring with GDP to so and so, we able bring when employment to so and so living standard, if not black and white too. Yeah. That bank governor will feel say you're untouchable. Cabinet reshuffle go flick that one day. We then go tell say, hey, bank governor. World Bank don't say, this is an example, yeah? Example. World Bank don't say the way how the economy they go enough fine. But if we can sort them out, and sort them out fine, then go give we, let's just say 500 million. Now, if not trust now, if not grant now, you left to we. Let's just say 500 million. Now, example I give 500 million. Done, and call the bank governor and say, Poppy, come. Professor. This now waiting the bank and waiting the World Bank don't give you. This criteria, now the timeline then this. The timeline then and this way World Bank giving. So we gonna need you for sort things out for worker according to this criteria. Let the bank governor begin to say, I don't listen to people. People just come and talk because of their own interest. Let's see the next reshuffle paper where they come out. If you go find the name day again, here they go. Here they go. Because what you do? The eyes is up on the money. You give me the criteria, we gonna beat them for you. By the end of the day, we yai na the money na deeper. Yeah. If I can't give you the timeline them, where Ministry of Lands able for me to all the criteria where World Bank set just no more for this $41.1 million. But me, I want to tell World Bank thank you. I want to tell them thank you for this gesture. We are eligible. But yeah, let we eligibility wait till after election. Me na that no more. I want. Agladi. Agladi say, well, we meet this. We go come with administrative power. We land tenure business. I go can explain you all. But, let's say right now, yeah? Let's talk to go. Right now, you get somebody where they manage project for you in a salon. Done. He married next month. This person and they manage your project. He married the next month. Yes, you believe him. Everything. You believe him. No say you not believe him. You believe him. A person will not get one iota of doubt spar. Then there is a certain stage by this project to reach where they need like 20 million. 20 million. Now they need. Small money, almost $1,000. Yeah? 40 million. 40 million they need for this project. You go send the money. Let the project, let them continue the project. Or you go wait first. You know, what till you go do? I don't tell you saying a person where they do business for you and they run a project. They married next month. There is part of the project and we need 40 million. What till you go do? I want to read from the comments then. Not for saying a person where you out to. No, you believe and tell you believe her. But what till you go do? Mem so be saying go wait. You know what in the answer in the comment section? So na no do with me. La left ya. I dey left ya o. Na me wan read the talk. Wetin you go do? Epstein himself say he go wait after they married. Juliet Bayatila himself say he go wait. Omar Kaba say he go give the money. Alaji Goma say he go hold on first. Kati Jalo not to laugh for what she go do. As I took come and say now after they married, he go send the money. Okay. My man, what she go do? Eh? Patrick Dominion say he dey wait after they married. Omar Kaba. Now the only person will say you dey send the money. Me Tripoli. Eh? Abbas commence say they wait. Me, I go wait. Say, say no answer. In documents day before, like, well, get documents in there. Okay. Mwakaba say no to all man corrupt. So in they send the money. Okay. Matilda say the risk of kotia putia, he dey wait after they married. Yes, he go wait. I don't want to catch you back say they wait. Eh? Okay, I want to kick about saying just get here. Okay, the question is this. I ask again. You get somebody when I run your project na salon. Eh? There is a stage where the project don't reach where they need 40 million. There is a stage where the project reach, they need 40 million. But next month, now he married. Yes, you don't help him with what he ask you for the married and what's not. Next month, now they married. What you go do? You go send the 40 million, let them continue the project. Eh? Or you go wait after they married. With all you answers that we don't come in, all man say then go wait, except for Umar. Umar say not all man corrupt in a salon. So in go send the money. Mama come back say go send the money. Because he want to test how trustworthy the person be. Epstein listen after 2 months after they married. Now he go wait for. Jennifer Johnson come out say he dey wait after they married. Meet people self say I dey wait after they married. Sheku Mansari back say he dey wait. Hassan King himself say King Hassan from Waterloo. He say they wait after they married. Kati Jallo they wait. Mohamed Kamara MLK, he say risk claim both sides, they married and after they married. He says so if you say they wait, what if you don't go take loan after they married? You send the money, you go still use them for pay loan. About to kick about say go wait. Because he need for focus my married business. He go wait after the honeymoon. Skino he say he ain't go send half the money. Eh? Abdulkamar say he go send him. Tony self say he go send the money. Marietta Anderson say he go wait. Alpha say he go suspend the project till further notice. Alright. As for me, the project go wait. Not that I don't believe the person. That's why I already say now. Eh? Not that I don't believe the person. No. Not to for say I not believe him. But then say you know go do number 2. Paper then a gone. You take your hand, you dey clean yourself. Project will be suspended. For me. Project could be suspended. After the wedding, we go come back, we go can continue. Because marriage self gets in your yagba. Mamel Conte, thank you for the stars. He gets in your yagba, marriage gets in your yagba. Not to for say you doubt the person. Okay, let's talk for myself. Not to say I doubt the person. My dear, that kind of explanation where you don't have any doubts, where even if, let me say, roughly, because not of us say, you go take all the money, go put on one. No. Because projects of where they spend, now small. A mistake, say, oh, well, la lent here first, I go put them back. La lent here, I go put them back. La lent here, I go put them back. I saw the lent here, put them back. Say the explanation, I go inside. So, that thing we go make the person sin. La no epam. La no epam. What to make a talk this? Now for World Bank. Now for World Bank make a talk this. Say, we are eligible. Una thinking. But there we be gonna say, una all and force. Till after election. Because right now get big married where they come. And all man want for spend for Chose in Oko and in Yao, then fits. Yes. So that married day, I don't care how World Bank feel to say, then go monitor, then go this, then go that. My dear, una all and force. Una all and force. Big. We are happy. Not that we are not happy. Some of we land paper then they take today then and the minister in table. They not sign them. We understand. Don't for say, we don't want to let them begin this administrative reform. This administrative reform, Ezekiel, thank you for the stars. Because some of we land paper don't sit down since Ramadan. But we, now they beg una back say, do ya, una all and force. Yeah? Not so pambado. For say we no want her. No, we want her. We want her. But married in a corner. Do ya? Una all and force. Yeah? Because any money right now will come. Any money will come. Yeah. But that contribution for that marriage, it must happen. It must happen. Thank you for the stars. It must happen. Okay. Let me listen. Tomorrow, we be done set for this program already. We don't set for this program. But we see say the Minister of Information and the Minister of Land, then they keep coming tomorrow. Tony say, he say money there for election, they don't print and done. Bruh, still. Law keep this one first. This law keep am first. Because you know what? Let me say drinks shortings on site. Then just call the minister. To what? Come on, doc, cowboy. Drinks not shorty though. You just turn no time to wine. You no go able. Look yonder. He said that to me. You know, say na finance. Finance? Call am. Call am, come. Yes. Vandy, waiting the gun. Well, me I no go able. Una call chief minister. Una come. Una engage. Drinks done. Una engage. We no get something now. Who they put them back? Who they put her? Oh, for sure, they put them back. Who they put them? Because you know, say na drink small, and they done na married quick. Something because you see the MCC. I don't tell you say that MCC day after election now they come. Yeah. Let them keep on first. After election, whatever we will qualify for, we don't go land at Senegal. We don't talk. Then they make fine to them. They say they make fine to we. Yeah. But let them wait first. After that big married next year. After that now, let them come. I went to kick about the accident in married. Wait. Not to June 24. 2023. Hey. It's them now. Breaking news. The World Bank don't declare the Sierra Leone Land Administration Project. The Sierra Leone Land Administration Project. Administration project. But we land business. Effective. Meaning, the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Country Planning is now eligible for the full financing of 41.1 million United States dollar for implement the project on behalf of the government of Sierra Leone. Bendu, you're welcome. We are now eligible for 41.1 million United States dollar for implement which project? Sierra Leone Land Administration Project. This project is the single and biggest my God, World Bank IDA investment in the land sector na salon. Na administration will they talk about who? Yeah? The project they on track for become one of the best projects. Hey! You dey listen all the adjectives who they use, Best project na salon. Because wetin do? Then they achieve every milestone in record time. A judge they ask if the landlord change, if the project still go stand. Of course, yes. Until I left. Okay. If the landlord change, yeah, and the tell you no say this That no good. Law continue first. So either for the ask if the land ministry they hire. Elizabeth Walker, thank you for the stars. Let us listen to the milestone them here. Milestone 1. Project Identification Mission. June 28, 2021. They don't complete her. It is here. And then today, who say you hear say 400 million for that MCC? I don't tell you say if they want a better economy in Sierra Leone, let them just promise we want big money. I like not alone. Let them promise we no more. Let you see magic. You go collect. We I not pa the money na ready. The project to they make them for them. Milestone 1. Eh? Okay. Then complete someone day. When I for identify the project and the mission and the milestone 2. Project preparation mission. From June to October. Bam! Then complete that one day. They identify the mission. Then prepare the mission. Milestone 3. Project preparatory advance approval. December 1st, 2021, last year. COVID or no COVID? Una mix up. And say $41 million say COVID. Who that COVID they derail? Oui. Not so we. Ministry of Land says, sabi work. Now we paper no money and they strain for sign. If you be busy, then milestone here. They be put say them paper them. Then for sign them. But then for don't sign for we. But World Bank no be put on the. The milestone 3. From October 4th, milestone 2, October 3, bam, you done. Milestone 4, project approval. June 3rd, 2022. Then put on the back say, in 7 months, they not say they, from that December 1 to the June, in 7 months, the project, they don't approve them. Milestone 5, October 27. The project in effectiveness. 3 months from June to October. No, July, August, September, October. And 4 months, but they say not 3 months anyway. 3 months. They say this now one of World Bank projects we move so fast in record time na saloon. Hallelujah. The project in effectiveness. Now the 5 milestone I give you so. This land administration project go support land reform na Salone with the objective for establish an efficient and accessible land administration system na Salone. We go provide the following. This $41 million. Go. Listen. Wetin they go comprise? Wetin this system here we want for Kawit? Wetin go do the 1? establishment and operationalization. Yeah, Papa God. Of waiting, decentralized National Land Commission, all levels for effective land administration. So what did they try for tell we now? For say, National Land Commission go dey all sign of the country. And he go dey work tranga one. Now mind them big English. Eh? Alaji Kroma they ask, wait so. For saying a part of this milestone then I make them be do that full. We then give away the land then. Alright. Oh, that's be the answer. He go answer you. Number 2. Transitioning from registration of instruments to biometric title registration system to strengthen land tenure system. They say that they come up with that paper business. Eh? Then they come up with them. You get land. Eh? Biometric now. Yeah, we can't see. Salo, like you. Now digital they go so. Eh? Now digital they go so. Quick one. They do paper business again. No? And now biometric system now they call it. For the land. That would be nice. When I want to sell, I go to do it now. Eh? Alright. Number 3. They say they go develop an integrated land information management system. We go reduce the turnaround time in land transaction. So then go come with land information management system. We go reduce that ton. So nothing for go again, let them go sign. Because some of who paper they handle TTD. Then go develop a technical capacity within the ministry, the National Land Commission, and the land sector at large. Technical capacity. Yeah. But when they hire, because you look like say, this na job na im boss so. It go create more than 1,000 jobs for the one they survey. The one them where they do the mapping, the land administrator them, the project management them, the ICT and data managers them, the finance, the procurement. That's what the money don't also. The money they can done. More than 1,000 jobs. The one they survey, the one they do the mapping, the land administrators them, the project manager them, and the ICT and data managers them. The one they handle the finance, the one they handle the procurement, and then say a sector. So you don't know body. Okay, that would be nice. The impact of the reform go be tremendous. Bele, beaucoup big. Because one, it go enhance the tenure securities we go protect all legitimate tenure rights, especially vulnerable groups. You see, now the language one and the World Bank want. The women, the youth they own landers alone. Youth man. Because they put on the say vulnerable groups go enhance the tenure securities for women them, youth them. And if somebody die left for him picking, and then they talk. Number 2. Then say it go improve direct foreign investment inside the land sector. And consequently, it will support investment in other sectors them, including agriculture, mining, tourism, and so on. Now, like Black Johnson, you want to talk here. When I put example, say like Black Johnson. I know to that Black Johnson yonde. I don't believe so. Number 3. Then say it go reduce boundary disputes. They want looking faithful. Say na me baking day. Not today. Now you push me baking. Why you push him? Now you can't put the pillar now. Not today. Then say it go reduce all that one day. It go reduce dispute, boundary, conflict. And it go make neighbor then they live in peace within the community. Okay. It will enhance the efficiency and effectiveness in service delivery inside the land sector. We need them. We need them bad like day before yesterday. Like day before yesterday. The registration, service, valuation, and all. Number 5, they say significantly reduce corruption. Yeah. Well, now one poor business. Seriously, though, now one poor business. This number 5 one I can put inside. Say it go help for reduce corruption. Finally, on one poor business. Because the money force this 41.1 force. Alright. Now left and day. Yeah. Left and day. Number 6. They say go improve domestic revenue generation for support national development. Victor Dati said today night birthday. Happy birthday, Victor. If I don't come early where you see, now you meet we inside the Kotoku. They want to tell thank you to President Bio for the policy guidance. Yeah, Mr. President, I hail, sir. When our eyes is upon the money, we know they miss. We are sharp shooter there. Thank you, Mr. President, for the policy guidance. The World Bank, staff of the Ministry of Lands, the Ministry of Finance, for the tremendous support, and also they never forget the people of Sierra Leone, because waiting do them believe them. And don't forget to believe the Ministry of Land as they work towards transforming the land sector. He say we move towards NSC, Minister of Land, Housing and Country Planning. We move. Agree, sir. Doc. 41.1 million. But they allow it after the married. And I no more. After, we go can deal with them. After. But for now, what's in there before we? Love focus parent first. Love focus per what's in there before we. Now June 24th, 2023. But it's a good one. We sabi meet up the milestone them. We sabi work in a record time. So that we'll not go catch with. Epson this say today na my birthday. And I want for wish and beautiful mama a happy birthday. So it look like say November born them. We're here. Okay. Welcome to Smantoli. Welcome on board Smantoli. You get the platform, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A, and also to the listeners then. Okay, if you just join me, we dey talk about land reform na saloon. I think it's a good one. Provided the money, the funds them we then provide, then use them for the intended purpose. That na the caveat. But for receive donation from the World Bank for reform or land policy system, it's not a bad thing in itself. But not the intended purpose. Whether the funds them way then they provide for what we do, we housing reform, we land reform in the country, then they use them for the intended purpose. That's not the question we for ask. And it will interest you for know, say, the Ministry of Lands and Housing now responsible for land in the country. So therefore, World Bank, through the Ministry of Land, now will they receive the money because they're responsible for the land in our country. And we all know, see, when you camp and land at that country, there's so much misunderstanding, there's so much rancor. We don't see community to community they fight for land. We don't see a family to family they fight for land. We see a lot of problems in that country that we camp on land. We get a lot of challenges. In fact, the Ministry of Land and Housing, now one of the ministries then that one day we don't face one of the biggest challenges in that country. Day. We see family they chop other family for land. We see a lot of backlog in terms of land in that country. Day. So to me, it just means say the entire land system of that country it need a complete overhaul. We need for reform the system. So I think I believe to a very large extent, the World Bank don't see into all them problems here. Decides, say, you know what, law we give them people here the money away now for $1.1 million, so that then it will help them for reform the land policy in the country. So this is why I say, as far as me concerned, I think for giving them kind of money then they for reform with land policy in the country not a bad thing. Provided we put on the rights, we use them for the right purpose. Okay, you listen to the statement where I think Triple A don't read from probably the Ministry of Land and Housing. It gets a lot of advantages. I think one of the biggest things we'll get for try to understand is all about the administration of the land, Ministry of Land and Housing. One of the things that we clearly come out is that they want to digitalize the system. And we all know, say, some of we get paper then we it on laid on another ministry for so many years. The entire system is just too ambiguous. It's too ambiguous, and a lot of paperwork involved. So if they come with an idea, say, look, one of the reasons why when I get all them problems here, this backlog, all them thing and day, now because we not get a digitalized system, so therefore we go help them for let una digitalize the system, let una bring about an efficient and effective administrative system so that una go get a clear cut of how to go about the land tenure system of the country. That is why I say it's a good one. It's a good one. And let's just give us some of the nitty-gritty of the project. And then we'll see whether it's a good one and how we government aim for go about it. Yeah, I think those are the questions for the ask. How the government want go about it? Are they serious about the project? Because then go give you all the resources here, financial resource. But if we are not competent enough, we are not efficient enough for carry out these reforms, I think that they the challenges then go there. Now they the challenges, and now they will for begin ask questions. It's not about the money we receive. This now, this now money we then give it for free, and we all know say we country now a donor-driven country. So most of the project, especially the big project, them all in the take now that country they now through donor. We know all that. So if they count money, we then say, well, we now get this level, we reform our system. I think it's a good one. The questions that we for begin ask, how we intend for use this money? Yeah? That's the question we should be asking. And one of the things that will come out clearly from Triple A, you read the statement that we make is that then they try for decentralize the land tenure system of the country. In the sense, I think you mentioned that, so that we'll get commissions them or offices them all over the country for ensure see the land in the country are efficiently managed. So, in other words, we're not going to just rely on, one or few offices where they probably in the city were responsible for administer the land system. After all, when you talk about the land, Ministry of Land and Housing, a national phenomenon, not the whole country. So if we able to get a decentralized system where they look after we land in another country, I think in itself is an advantage. In itself is an advantage. The land all over the country. Yeah. So this is one of the reasons why I believe say it's a good one. And then they talk about a biometric title registration. In other words, as I speak, we all know say we will not get a biometric land registration system in the country. So what then they look forward for? See, you get your land, you use the biometric system so that as soon as they know say this land belongs to Mr. Ibrahim Akemta na own land is. Yeah, through the biometric system. And we know technology through the biometric system, it don't make life very easy. So will that not be a good thing for the country if they're able to implement them? Is it not a good thing? It's a good thing, but the question is how efficient, they're able to do this. Those are the questions so for talk. And also, one of the things them way they also highlight is about the creation of 1,000 jobs. In itself is a good one. in itself is a good one. Because, how they go create them jobs here? I mean, they can for employ people then for do the for do the mapping. You get people who do the surveying. You get people who are responsible for then data here, or input then data here. Then get for create a central system for manage the land system. So IT expert then get for come inside. So through that way then they create jobs. And 41 million is a lot of money. So through that way, they go create jobs. So it's all about how they go able manage the land of the country in an efficient way using modern technology. That's all it is. That's all it is. So we all know, say, when they talk about land of that country, I will give you an instance, a recent instance. Usai one my sister go buy land na mile 6 or so. Somehow just a little bit after Waterloo. He did pan build school, where one man just come out, he go talk, say that whole area, they over almost acre of land, almost over a village. He said, I get the land. What you go prove say I get the land? He go bring all document. We don't take how many years. Now, what they don't do, they say all that area did, one colonel come out, send Sujaman at the area, then go read the area and stop all the people them, capture a young man then at the area. You see, so now because, we don't get an efficient system where most likely due to, because of lack of the modern technology, forget their own TR registered. But if they're able to implement this system, usai all the land here registered, yeah, they know which one are government land, they know which one are private land, they know would I get plot A, whether not Mr. A or Mr. B, and get them, and it's all digitalized and it's all biometric. I think it's a good one. But whether they go able to achieve this purpose, now the question that we're going to ask. And one of the things also we come clearly from this report, from this, what is it? You go interested for no say. Let's take an example in the case of Black Johnson. In the case of Black Johnson, we all know what happened by Black Johnson, where the Chinese man come and say, they want to make investment at the area, entire community, they raise brows, everybody come out, it was very difficult for no who to get the land. The young man, the youth, people in the area, some man say, well, they don't get document and they get the land, government come, they don't even know, but if we don't get a centralized system, yeah, we go help for identify who than Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. I think say that for don't help for the tension at a very Black Johnson. And as I speak, I don't know how far they don't go. We know say, the ministry be they try for compensate some of the one that we get paperwork for getting the money back, the investment back. The one that we don't invest for any land in there. But we know say a lot of chaos be there behind because it was not clear cut. Because of lack of management system. Lack of management system. So one of the area where what are they trying for talk now? Because then talk say they help for bring direct foreign investment, yeah, such as in agriculture, mining, tourism. So what are they trying for do now? Yeah, and for just show now clearly how this will help for promote then sectors here. Because if there is a clear-cut demarcation, we get a centralized system, it's easy for tap, the system for know which area available for investment, especially in terms of agriculture. Would I get this area na kono, so that they will facilitate investment very easily. If not the mining sector, whose area where available for tourism, whose part of the Freetown probably where then able accommodate other foreign investors them or tourism. So now that's then they try for talk. I think fundamentally, the question we for ask is, and we all know clearly say we country corruption bakuna the country. Yeah. So the fundamental question is this $41.1 million where the World Bank intend for give the Ministry of Land and Housing for help improve the land tenure system of our country. This government go intend for use them in the intended purpose. Now the question this one for ask. It's not about whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's not about a good thing or bad thing. Because clearly we know say there are always challenges, and the Ministry of Land now one of the most challenging sectors in the country. So if we able to reform the land tenure system in a way that we will use the modern technology for upgrade and reform the system, I think in itself is a good one. In itself is a good one. We know say a lot of outstanding cases, then a backlog of cases. We are listening to some of the comment them. Some of paperwork they only done at that ministry for years. For years. And some cases and then are court where they not even know how to go about those cases. Because everybody, if they see one great land, they get 5-6 documents. Very difficult for tell without getting document in there. All man account, they produce a document. Then they go say, my grandpa, we don't get this land since Miltimaga in term. We don't get plant use statutory declaration, and they come, tell you say, my great-great-grandpa, and I didn't get this. Because what in do? There is no system. There is no system. So the problem cannot be solved now, but if we're able to use this money judiciously for an intended purpose, we'll begin with the registration process using modern technology. I think it's a good one. It's a starting point. But before I left for now, let me say this. You see, this is very easy for politicians then. In kind of situation there. Very easy because now the easy side is where they can make money. Especially when it's a project based on administration. Tangible. They see like erecting building where they go monitor and all that. But a project like this were based only in administration, in reform, easy for let them corrupt. Very easy for corrupt. So I will stop here. Lagi chance to fellow panelists them. Thank you very much, AAA, and thanks to everybody who they listening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome on board, Usman. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, people, for giving me the platform. And thanks a lot to all the listeners and viewers. And I believe say the move where this will land minister they try for do. I believe say now the move where they try for look into the land issues then for solve them. Oh no, say you don't get an issue there for quite a while now. And we don't know how far you don't rewrite some of the policy them. But what they see here is that most times the policy them when you really bring them, some of them they been get different. Well, the way of they structure the policy, the previous one actually, it been gets a bit of a doubt with waiting been they go on. So what the government do then we don't put another law where they change and recently, what they change the act they amend yeah, put so and include some things inside. So if you really bring up this inclusivity, where you want to say if they bring a land tenure, a land business where you develop, I believe in a form of way a country go able for go before. But it all comes down to waiting the people and will appreciate the idea where they bring come and whose road where it is say it is follow. Because once it be say it implement something and something where it implement get corners them where it be say not to all man go able for get and the way you forget. Now ink he always bring doubt people and always go not to when you don't see how they do this and then something else get for come the end. Because we see how always people them can get money within the lost behind land, and we see how even the way government self can get issues with that. But here is an area where I see the World Bank, they can't try for come, it can't help inside this in project for land administration. But we don't need him for long now with government, with the World Bank, we don't say they will give this money towards this land area where they would develop. But it all comes down to the area where the recommendations will be done there in terms of land. Because that now one of the agenda of World Bank. World Bank they try for CC, the land issue now will be a problem for development because they know see now one of the major problems now one day in most developing countries. So they say that we put one tick so that it will be part of una no will get challenge. People then will they get dispute, they cause something we know to an environment people then go sit and go there at peace because all man they fight for land. So you know what this is one of the things that will help development. So that's why they put up the money there for help. So if this they come up and then we'll see how the in the very housing and country planning e come back now for able for see wetin e go able for put before who dem say dey implement. Then it's up to who structures dem wey e don put back in place and wey people dem go able for get access to free one wey e be say not to free and short but not to many many corner dem back wey people dem get for pass for go access wetin dem need. Um e dem be don get am really in phases as you be don publish the news and see am out here. See, because the phase dem been dey, but I no know inside this roadmap how many areas of land we dey able to identify wey na true land owners because we don get this where dem be don suggest, dem rewrite, suggest, dem rewrite. E be don dey for quite a long French dem come, Germans dem help here, structure. But I believe say na the shape of wetin they want for shape and defend. But it is up to back the plan wey una put in place if e dey fit the local people dem or the one dem wey actually dey within that locality. Because it all comes down to the method una be don look. If una be don see all this area, go and look at the population and know the people dem inside dem dey, una know inside land problem dey. But because of most time the archive dem dey take away and the method wey people dem dey inherit land, the way you dey get your own land for say na this na land either for agriculture, na land this one go build or na land wey go make development for. But you go see how people dem dey draw. But it all comes down to how much the statistics because you don't forget statistics, you get for know how much them things have been get problem and how many you can inside what we put inside million input. Because we don't dey give how for even make land for let you go own land. It is people and they still say that they get land legally, but the point we the doubt here is the point we the doubt is how people and they get that land there. So you see one structure might be fine, but when you come down line to the area of the law now, or the judiciary, or the one day where they for decide, you will see back the route the can't at that point there now always the one way the one way even the rightful person or not even rightful person or people like can come for same thing when they demand them and then in the end waiting they happen people they lose their own passional waiting they don't put inside they cause development so that like the scenario of this all the world bank don't see say not to then go help because okay you capital you don't go put them then you not get land you put the capital or something happen or if you start to want to develop or even anything we want to do towards development. But it all comes down to first of all, as I say, the areas where you don't get survey and look at the areas and where you go able to see now this area where I will accept say if this project if we approve where you go able for become something sustainable, where something go tey, who go say they work and the Lord dey and all man know how they work. But when you ask the question of how all man will know how they work, it all comes down to areas the way you always see them they hide the truth because of either a plan of who that one for do what he want for doing. You know, government can do their own good thing at one side, but then can get those again in the favor of government who can do other things. Them we don't see many areas then when they see them they restrict about ownership of land, how then they can inside for can help or for say with the interfere say one for know whether they do this, whether they do this, but not to help in most times. I think most times they're not can dig in for no. But it all comes down to waiting them will able for put in place, waiting them we don't get for know about the challenges every day. Because when you don't even know the challenges them, it's just a matter of saying implement them in theory. And when it comes to practical now, people know they get the benefit out of it. But it all comes down to where they can always use that big word say, we dey try for scatter, let all thing dey usa e for day. And when you say that, the energy say decentralization, let it dey usa e for day. But you they try for let you go say let everything dey usa e get for day, and the operation wey I go able for put inside or the thing wey how they involve na so e dey. Well, you get for put things where na all side e dey dey so that people and within that place they will get the benefit of her. The point is that you don't identify who side the challenge then they you don't know who side them the statistics of so thing they happen. You don't know who that the involved. But sometimes you see the one they would like you say the one they would and they born on the natural people of that particular land area they would the local leaders them. You can see say back sometimes there's a can get truthful thing what they do towards the land issues. But let God just help so that they go able for see out how they go able for involve the one them we actually involved in terms of this land information and management system where the information would be and you be able to manage them as the thing they call for, and then the people then will able to benefit because land issue is always a challenge in any development because that's not at the surface, the physical part of everybody that they stand on. So it's up to how na square land they how na able to use them. But government you always ignore areas they wouldn't you see this na area who go put development who would yield out. So instead, what they can do, they can either decide to say, well, no, make shares into this, let all man get what they get forget. Those of them land they can always they see so many suggestion could they say how government will able to deal with anything there. When I know you will get the proper history about particular owners and because we don't see how people in the claim areas, you get local chiefs, you get people where some then are people that will be ready to move, so now you get parents again with them we able to see and then why I would tell we. So you what you get for doing and that development you go put we go involve everyone for like go benefit now our community. We in a community where they make everybody you get a development day. So all man no go point finger against it and the person is person become so stubborn say well this line I go push here for government. But it all comes down to how you able for communicate because you they get information, you get for manage them and they get for making people they understand them. So that na your strategy where you say you put inside because of that so the own small organization call for. Because when now they make the land system where they put the whole law make this thing go get a taste, now they get the way how they do the registration. We get the way how then they where you go able for get license or documentation, of them will prove you say get this. But if you dey go with the history where you know able for know about that land there, and then they get succession of people and they come either by politics or local leaders or even people that can come up from far. See, one for can do this. Or investors and can even come where they go need a piece of land. What they can take, they can just call and say, Una, take this. But learning always see back some of the heritage things where they were able to transform, where they were able to get income and revenue from what you had in this side. They see say the land if na one way e be say this land area wey I go able for you get to see how you will also get business out of that particular area there. So you no go just say na sell I dey sell the land no more or na paper no more and I dey sign. I get for less and no because that again dey help. You might not be in terms of tourism in that area, there, but you go see say this is all part of it. So all you strategism what it for the go towards now development of each land and who that go able for can develop them and then what they as citizens how they go able for reap the benefits. But it's a very big thing where I see say even the time when they debate in a parliament take them quite a very long time. And then we don't get them for quite a long time as I be saying. They be don't repeat them, change them, push it and so but I believe say like I say the one are the important one are the way people in the own land, especially like they include the one the way now the one they wanna they create them how they go able for own land that certain areas them where they will extend the land rights. But let government therefore look into the area of making land not only for the purpose of making brightening up people and selling it out of people. Let them go for the look how they will able for do and make use of that particular land there. Because like the land area where they may get issues of trying to get like say now one for pull the city out of here, I don't go find a particular land or this particular land there because again they get issues and say, well, this land will be nothing I didn't want to get them. We want to transform this particular area, but because of we know that they get them today, well, not in our side, well, just left them. We left that land there. That land they go either fall now, it just they left it no more like nobody will use them. Even they get if in a land would they do agriculture, would they grow. But it all comes down to how una go follow up. Because you see, even like recently I talk about the farmers and go give them this land for them to work. But you still not push for let people and get the benefit of that land. Because the land is there, but una they find ownership. But when they transfer ownership, you get to know the land tenure system, how that tenure system they work, take it to people and down. But because of that history of land tenure system, don't lose now people in memory, document, the day or who side they don't care so people, if who side document day, then they transform am for let people in their own. But it's all up to waiting the institutions they do on waiting they don't find out because now that one they go and depend on waiting and they don't find out which are the challenges. But most times, can tell me the challenges and directly, they can just see no more than they can solve problem there. If for them we can't give the statistics of waiting and don't do because around it you will be able to see how much they don't do, how much people don't benefit. But what you will see more now, waiting they do instantly. Sometimes you see like the time where they see a raffle for this land, they're able to see that you people count how much people and get how much acre. But when other things and they go on, there is no. Even though you go say you go now, you build your go this side, you go see this, we see other somebody like media person they can give you information. But again, it depends on who that they you employ. Now who na the communication sector or who that they employ, who go able to do because there are always also small gangs and they who then we don't get the click of that system, who side then they get the cycle of revenue, who they see like this now we on. Even when you see the kind of restructure there, because instead we don't see the challenge being there, people are not being agree with them. That particular ministry, there, but it all comes down to how you tie down your plan from knowing the problems, solving them, transforming the particular land areas and we government will see them while they get area of dispute. But if you don't get dispute, you see what you will put there will attract all man because when all the community get benefit from this, you will find out nobody not will begin the fair. So this area where they came for the sort out the particular land there. Even though some of them you will see that left all like the one wouldn't be see for the lawyers and would have a historic place. But you will see well how the way will get them people there for can bring back lawyer then yeah or the people who they work as magistrate or anything the judicial and the own quarter area this. But you they see how you will get for bring them inside the people they understand. Not to that moment the way on there for years, you don't let them but just because of something somebody don't go complain this, don't go complain this, well better well when I been get place and when I been get right and I don't just go push the people out. But it's all come down waiting you don't look beside the problem then they would they affect would that are the stakeholders of problems. They are even stakeholders of problems when are people in the community. You see, not because of stakeholder in the good side, now stakeholder who they know how the system they work. Now they wire sometimes and get for the target. We not going to use more than any stakeholder, but then they know how things they go. But how you go identify and how you mix with the people then, not only wait when they bring them to you, and when they bring those papers to you for can't sign and can't do anything, then you know they follow up and try know. You then get the chief them. You try make a find out. If the government get documents when approve one now, all right, you use them. But if you don't use document government, the proofs in anyone at an initial stage, and then you wait for people that don't claim and then you bring that, then how they go inside the if you just they go in the circle and they cry every day of land, every day of land. You see, every day of land. And every land is owned by government when it comes to law. But it all comes down to you own personal one where you own. But when side government not there, I mean, inside government not own where you own. Now then they try for say because of you own yeah, we say the others enough on the other side they not own, we will not know who that get the any proofs you know when they who they can manage who they put development can. And some of them did it back, they know they develop them. Instead, then they just can't start something. And the development plan when they put there, it can always affect the people in the community. They see people in a Waterloo, they see some areas in the outskirts, we say they go broke building like recently I see one of the ministers, I think around the outskirts of it. I can't tell the exact place now. But the same man and the ask guy saying don't go give the money to people and then build the market and other thing. Well, in the people and way, the young people in a sabotage because of you don't know the problem and you don't understand. You don't see who that you will forgive money. You always see well listen the man wearing at the community and in two incidents I don't see of Usai the one at the mayor, I mean the councillor when they give money for develop, the policy will up you go. The other I don't see now this one at the minister in they give the money for letting develop place, but in a claim say the people in the saboteur. But it all comes down to when you do follow up. Because you did there, you sabi the people, you know what I will give on, you know that's straightforward. But when you know they getting things there, now then why even then they let to now say, sometimes the leaders then get for involved the people that we know the community. And this is even how. Even when they can't do proportional, if they can't do boundary days or anything would they do because I didn't get for carry represent. But if we go put somewhere in that area, they don't know about all them problem there. Where you go, they not wait for one for listen. All they do that for just try for your own pocket and you go before. But all they hope say then we're able to look into them things there where in knowing the problem and involving the people that we did it and finding ways and land there we not to land we actually prove they say people in the we own them and then transform them to business center and areas that will profit the community. And the one they wouldn't involve for them at the community, if not cancel or at this, let us say we go should involve them in a way where they would know see they know that the community and they get feedback and they know them things there. But as I be saying again, now the one they own are the same stakeholders of problems. Instead of some of them who they are stakeholders of the development, now then they form back account because now they know who side loopholes they and they always take chance of this development problem. Wouldn't they see they put they know will develop. The development is only coming for their own personal economy, but the development not they go towards peaceful way. And that one day World Bank and the one day where they put money towards them they are in the aim for because they know see land not to Salon now, but in many countries in Africa, almost every areas. If the biggest one is South Africa, MBD, but this now we own now wouldn't they do when a part of we own cake we don't put, but it left to how the money in value as always they say if you go able for work to all the things there or which they need the money for let it go so big, for let them go right plan and implement this. Because when you go employ people and for can't do the job, then boku so much by the time now when the delivery is coming, the office don't become expand. You get Mr. This who get for do this, you get this office. So you see say the budgets now so you put and you cut and down. Say by the time now development they can do. But you get for write your plan, the action plan with boku people and they do like in countries we see they develop. So we see money kind they say, oh well, no, but this in Africa, not for me for Pula, that the sense how I dey go do this particular thing I dey develop here. If na some industry or na other thing, I dey call this particular industry. I put am because I love it na me and that particular ministry dey. Now we don't make people and forget the benefit of what they do. But if we expand that so much with this big amount, where sometimes you know we see the tangible thing where they say that this will buy of na motor car will be the buy, or na office will build, or na the papers they will make into law, or na the system will not improve, or let it will become easy for access. Then you ask who say all that money they can. But I only hope see back sometimes those they already get their money and then go don't look. But I believe so they don't assess all that before they give them based on their own plan. But the question is, is this one then will put her to the way where the for cover because we don't take small. Because when I can wouldn't begin to push the bill, wouldn't do this. But I only hope the money in value we then go do out in this call them a reality check in the end for no the cost where the thing don't cost, let it go value what the people then go appreciate and but let them turn on towards development more. Instead of putting loss tomorrow, one for more because from what the restructure we don't they see the period where they do the transformation, we they see more of waiting the profits. I mean the people that are lost in the loss while you see people and they lose the areas they would have long hopes that they do this without anything because then they show transformation. Yeah, I don't know if that transformation and they put it in the form of a lottery, in a part of now and they inside. So we just make the things we so we attract. I don't know if not that a part of it, but as I say, let it be a development where if the success so then cancel them will say, oh, we admire this. We'll not get anything for do time, we just carry on with them. And those are the things you get for always do. Things where people in the envy for keep. You see, you know, they envy for destroy, they envy for keep them because you become envious saying, oh, me, I get this, nobody not get them. So now me get for look after them. And that now we hope for. But I only hope say God will help leaders and do what they do. Thank you very much for giving the platform and let God help the nation so that development will be. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usrain.
You're welcome, man.
I want to say thanks to Usrain for his submission today. I want to turn the mic to you. You get something for add paddies? Well, now your opportunity this. Or if you feel to say we good, in the next 5 minutes, we go left here. If you come meet me, the Ministry of Lands, not eligible for 41.1 million United States dollar. I ain't eligible for. Then be set milestone for them. Then say in record time. Then clear all the milestone through the guidance of who that? The first gentleman of the country. It's that he say, in hope say this scheme not go cause deforestation at the country. He say, but there are law inside this. We go call how tree management we go able for do am. Bafulaba. Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. And good evening for all the listeners then. When I do, I appreciate this land administration reform when you all want to keep this kind of money here. To me, it's not necessary. I want my country improvement there. I want my country good. But as I say, I can always make reference to Whitman term. Whitman term, they became master plan. The Ministry of Lands get master plan. Whitman term, they survey the entire western area where they set up a master plan. And that master plan, they now guide them on the administration. Till the handover could get independent. That master plan, the guidance. They use that master plan for guide them well on the land issues. Because we can pull the master plan through corruption, now we still get income problem here. Now, I go bite you. All them projects that you know implemented don't say so. Mr. Trubule, if corruption non day inside, we no get no benefit out of it. We'll come back the same thing back. You mark up. And then some of people don't go, was people then go there, we go talk, say, hey, one time we talk up. And the same thing will come back. We don't need administration reform. Because of the master plan, when the very Ministry of Lands and Housing and Country Planning, not in Portland, now they make, we get problems. So, anyway, I wish you good luck with the project because I want my country better for million picking or generation or yet unborn generation for me to come enjoy them. But I tell you, the way how the plan, the way how this land problem don't set, with all these projects where they can make, I don't see no use about it. I don't see they will get anything out of it. Nothing not going out of it. You could tell me back. And again, them job creation here where they don't create for all the people there. Who they can pay them now? Who they pay now? Government will pay them? Now government will pay them, the government employees. When all them projects and they look the amount of people there where they got over 1,000 people there where they get for employ. Then the government will pay them. Pay two this week, two we look we exchange rate. Look we exchange rate. Look how they go. Where would they go? Not a priority there. Although yes, land issues are top priority. But how do you consider about the exchange rate? Look how the exchange rate go. They go almost 20,000 for 1 Leone. Look at it. They say go. You know they can't know. For when they take from where the government come to power, and also the exchange rate come down. One day come down, possibly they say fly go up. They would be glad for this 1.17 million. Well, for the thing say, hey, my man, so decide for address for their address for we exchange it. So I wish you good luck. And I want to make the project where they don't eligible for forget. And then do them. Then the public realize it, and when they realize something out of it, I wish them good luck and make God himself be behind them. Then they make the project go success. When the project succeed. But as I tell you, I don't know how they wonder more. With all these problems, we don't sit down. Years upon years. We let them come see project go try for Eastern. Anyway, we look at them. But for me, let World Bank not give any money yet. Let them wait till after the election. So bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Will they call you? You been call we? Will they knock right sound and you do not? If not, we pause another again, then we are out of this place. Okay. Pause another. Cherry Koromase, you see some of una where they say they're not for go ahead or they're not for release the money for this project. Some of una not ever go through the challenges and difficulties in trying for register the land or trying for buy land na the country. You no go know how frustrating it be, and you no go even let the director of land for just sign your survey. Che, me wey dey talk here for me. I get paper dey. Me wey see, let them wait till after the married. I get paper on the table. Me paper don't take past 3 years first. I get paper don't take past 3 years. Wait till today. The surveyor, you know what he tell me? Bruh, pass if you get post, you know. Go right on a connection and they sign. So it's not like bruh, let it wait first. This Boko explanation not did itself. Ezekiel self say in paper don't did this since 2019. O paper then did it. And we know how frustrating it be. Not that we don't know how frustrating it be. Not that you know it's a lek pa wina, yeah? Victor Duarte self say get paper day. You see, yeah, we na yeah. We are inside the system. We dey inside the system. Not so the one the way they talk, we know they go salon, we no get nothing in a salon. We know they talk out of malice. We know they talk out of malice. Yeah? But out of the good way we want. We understand how the system works. We understand, not for sure we don't understand though. We understand how the system works. Now I make who they say what who they say. Not to politics statement, not to out of politics. No. No. But to the kind with the prefer solution, we dey talk things then. Not that we are not connected, we are disconnected. No. Some of who gets people under where we hire who they pay. So you know the good thing? Me, my family member, they can't talk to me. But how things are in a salon. They all now they tell me say, we no need for tell you again because you know. Gone are the days when I be tigade, we don't know what thing they go on. No. Now I make Naya, we don't build the gap. We don't close the gap. We don't build the bridge between Sierra Leone and the diaspora. I know they say what you say, you not get right for Sam. It's your opinion. But I'm just letting you know that we will see Naya so. We're not the under party. No. We know how things they work and we know how things supposed for work. So that's why we're saying whatever we're saying here. Now make me they say, me say second paper day. We don't pass 3 years. So because I want me people say, oh, let them go ahead. We me no say right time we see they say campaign. Who those minister will get them for you paper? They want campaign no kite no sign paper. Now we campaign can I go sign paper? But I left now. Don't make like so no understand. Don't make like so no understand. That man for go na in village where he come out. For like go make let people know say well na this so na get for na that thing they make for sign paper. Where some of you sign paper no more? Eh? We are not so out of hate. We sell the holy money. So normally you look at that way they are. Some of we, okay, let I talk for myself. Me, we sell the holy money first. Not to out of hate, not to out of malice. But now for let the work go be completed. Like how you see, we do the milestone and fine one. And for go able to do and fine one. Don't not get distracted. Now than they make yeah. Not to malice. We all like salon. For this self they do so now the love will get for salon. I make they do this. I the love. Yeah? Thank you for Kaya. I not feel say oh they are the talk. And they want the way no nothing but salon. Go salon. All 10 they on social media. Not to you. Go check with track record. Eh? And the family out there said he pushed me before. So wait, no push Tripoli. Well, Tripoli, you team up the major represent we. I can't wait for that flight so. Eh? I ain't represent to na fine. But they on answer ba. Eh? Alright, so go there back tomorrow. Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again tomorrow. Tata.